Alright guys, we got a lot of smoke out here. Just got a warning on my phone, emergency fire in the area. All I can smell is smoke right now. I can't even see the horizon. It's crazy. Ooh, I didn't see that fire. Okay, I just seen one to my north, but there's one to my south too. It looks like I'm driving between two fires right now. Uh-oh. Yep. There's another fire down here. Oh man. So I wasn't gonna start the video here, guys. I was actually gonna stay in Williams tonight and start the video in the morning, but oh man, we got a whole bunch of wildfires here in Flagstaff. I don't think they're in Williams, so I'm getting out of Dodge, I'm getting out of Flagstaff. We're going to Williams. Hopefully the fires don't make their way out there. But yeah, it's pretty smoky out here, guys, and I got the emergency alert on my phone about the fires just now, so I must. Oh, yeah, I'm really close to them. Yeah, everyone's driving around on the dirt roads frantically. I think they're all trying to get out of Dodge too. We got emergency vehicles everywhere out here. This is insane, guys. What's going on, guys? This is Aussie Van Man. I just woke up. It's the next morning now. Surprisingly, I don't really see too much smoke from here, but we are 30 miles out from Flagstaff now. I'm sure those fires are still burning out there, but that's not the way we're going, so we should be okay out this way. We're actually so this weekend we're actually gonna be going back out and continuing on with the Chelsea Grimm case. Many of you remember me going out when she went missing, searching for her, and it busted my van up really bad. And then winter come in and it was all snow out there, so I couldn't go back out. Now the snow's all gone, it's actually summer, it's getting hot. We are gonna try find a new way to the site where she went missing, because the old way is horrendous. Absolutely tossed everything in my van. Again, I popped a tire. I bottomed my van out on the rocks. It is really bad, guys. It's the worst road I've ever taken my van on ever. It was not good, and I do not want to take my van on that kind of road again. But I believe there's another way to the site. It just involves me trying to see if I can get there. I don't know the conditions of the road going out there. I'm hoping that the road will actually be easier. We will see. I have to take it from Williams here, so I'm outside Williams. What we're going to do is we're going to go into Williams. We're actually going to go get some supplies, get something to eat in Williams, gas up, and then we're going to try and make our way out to this site if we can. Then the idea is we're going to be prepping for a hike probably tomorrow and the day after. I may go for a little hike around just to see if anything's changed since I've been out there. Maybe try climb some high points and get a lay of the land. Maybe put my drone up and see what I can see. Any points of interest. I'm actually possibly thinking about trying to head north as if she continued on instead of trying to get back out. All right, we'll see you in Williams and we'll get a bite to eat. All right, guys, so I just pulled into the back of town and it's saying there's a special event ahead. So I just seen a bunch of hot rods. They got some streets closed down and stuff like that. I think they might have some cool sort of Route 66 car show going on or something. I'm not sure. I think we're gonna have to hang around a little longer here in Williams and check it out. Alright, I'm gonna get out, I'm gonna look at these hot rods here, and then we're gonna find out what's going in town. Then maybe try to get a bite to eat. There's a really cool train over here though, I gotta show you guys. I think it hauls like heaps of sand and stuff like that. It's really cool. Let's check it out. That's a pretty cool looking train. I haven't really seen any like that around here before. You can see it's got these flat pieces here. They got some, looks like a excavator on the back there. That's pretty interesting. I don't know where they're going with that. Probably out to do roadworks or something like that. Wow guys, there's so many cars. The whole street, whole main street is just full of classic cars. We're at the east end of the town here. Yeah, the cars just keep going down here. We still gotta walk all the way up to the west side of the town. This is absolutely crazy, guys. I don't think I've ever seen so many cars at a little town car show like this. I guess it is Williams, but wow, there's some really cool cars here. guys, so it's already warming up quite a bit outside. It's going to be very hot today, 95, which is, you know, compared to Phoenix at 110 is nothing, but yeah, it's still hot. So anyway, on my recommendation from my friends Sarah and Aaron, we've actually stopped in at a restaurant they stopped in at and really liked, so I've decided to come try it out today. I haven't been to this one before, so yeah, let's take a look. Okay, so there's a toss-up between two things. Either wanted the corned beef hash or the Monte Cristo sandwich. If you guys in Australia obviously wouldn't have heard of a Monte Cristo sandwich, it's a French toast with Swiss and ham, like a sandwich. That's pretty cool, and you can get it with like eggs and stuff. But I ended up going for the corned beef hash, and I decided to get a healthy side with it. I got the yogurt and granola as the side because I didn't want to go all out unhealthy today. So yeah, it should be nice and refreshing. All right, let's go in and try the corned beef hash. Oh yeah, can't beat a good corned beef hash. Some egg. So that's something I haven't seen before coming through here. There's this sign out here for the museum. It's a museum of fossilized poo. It's very interesting. Maybe we'll have to check that out one day. And of course we got the zip line across here, which I've done before. You might have seen in my old videos. But what I'm loving, they got the Grand Canyon rail. The train over here that takes you, well, that's the carts for the train that takes you up to the Grand Canyon. Very cool. And we have the Santa Fe rail cart bridge here that goes across the canal. Anyway, we're gonna head back down the street, jump back into our van. But yeah, this is a lot of fun. If I hadn't known this was gonna be happening, I probably would have made arrangements to stay in Williams and spend a bit more time here. Would have been pretty cool to get more shots of some of these, but we gotta head out. I already made my plans for the weekend and we're gonna be out there searching this weekend, so made my mind up on that one. I don't like to stray from plans once I make them, although I can be spontaneous sometimes, but in this case I've been wanting to get out there and start the search for Chelsea Grimm. It's been quite a while now. It'll probably be coming up to a year since she disappeared pretty soon. So yeah, we got to get out there, put some boots on the ground and cover some more ground. Now I did see online some people made it kind of public of the search grid that was done previously, so I think I might try get that and find it again, download it, because I'd like to be able to use that. All right, we're gonna get back to the van, gas up, gotta start heading towards Ashfork. Well, actually no, not Ashfork. We're not gonna go to Ashfork. About halfway between is where we turn off. We're gonna go up this new trail and try get up from there. Alright, so we've started the journey through this other route. There's a lot of, it's bumpy, but it's not yet as anywhere near as worse as the other route I took out there. We'll see how it goes. But the biggest fear I have out here is there's a ton of volcanic rock, just like the other route I took, and that's what shreds your tires and gives you flats. So I have to be wary of all the volcanic rock and try to miss any really rough patches. Try to go through as carefully as I can. but so far it's not too bad. I have camped out in this area before. There's a ton of camping out here. It's really nice out here actually. A lot of juniper trees and stuff like that, just like Ash Fork. But yeah. Alright, to get back to it, I gotta pay attention to the maps because there's a lot of turns off of different forest roads here, so I don't want to miss my turn and get lost. Alright, I'll put the GoPro up on the roof and we'll grab a few shots as we go through there. But if everything goes well, we'll be seeing you at the site where Chelsea Grimm's vehicle was found. Well, the Google Maps definitely don't do this road justice. I just had to do a really rough, rocky hill climb in my van. I thought for sure I was going to get stuck. Yeah, did not enjoy that. Oh, the turkey vultures are out. I see the turkey vultures up here waiting for me. Yeah, it's rough. I don't know if I'll ever come back up this road. I'm only at the beginning of it. That was rough just getting through that section. I don't really like taking my van through strenuous stuff like this. This isn't a specially built four-wheel drive van or anything. It's just a regular two-wheel drive. It's not lifted or anything, and it's got well, there's the crater. Oh, we're gonna make a pit stop. There's an actual meteor crater here. Yeah, my van, in basic words, my van's not made for this. Yep, big old meteor crater. I can't remember the name of this thing. It's on the maps. But I'll put it down below. You can check it out sometime if you ever make it out here off of that rough road. It's actually bigger than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was only a tiny little crater. It's actually quite deep. Oh, let's see if I can see the bottom. Wow, and it goes down quite a ways. It's a pretty big crater. Giant crater. You know, I always thought about this, like what happens to the meteor that slams into the ground to make this huge crater? Where is it? Is it deep down in the ground there or? Oh, squirrel. Oh, a whole bunch of rock squirrels. Oh, they're coming. Alright, let's get going. Well, guys, yeah, it's pretty it's pretty rough, very rocky. I'm scared about the rocks popping my tires. A lot of hill climbs that I wasn't expecting on this route. I would say it's still easier than the other route that I took that messed my van up, but this ain't much better, guys. I don't know if this is a feasible route to go in the future. I just don't have my van set up to be doing this kind of stuff. Alright, we got a little piece of flat road where we can have a look at the van, see how it's faring, make sure I don't have any flats going on. Ooh, I can see where the rocks have been tearing up the sides of my tires. There you can see where all the rocks have been banging on the bug's flying in my mouth. Oh, there's a big one right there. My tire, I don't know if it's all the weight's on my corner here. Tire looks a little low there, I don't know. I hope I didn't get a puncture somewhere, that would suck. Okay, that one's looking good, that one's looking good at the back. Bit of pinstriping going on. This one looks alright. That front one, I don't know if it's because it's on an angle and all the weight's on the front tire. Maybe that's why it's looking a little low. When I punctured my tire last time, I didn't immediately know it till the next morning when I woke up and the tire was dead flat into the ground. So that's something we're gonna have to pay attention to here. We're gonna have to watch these tires and see what they do overnight. A little worried about that. I do have a spare, but these are brand new tires. I got brand new tires on my vehicle, and I really don't want to mess them up. So yeah, I really shouldn't get a puncture with them being brand new, but you never know. Alright guys, we're gonna push forward, and man, hopefully we'll be there soon. This road's been really rough so far. Alright, as you can see, they still have been putting signs up out here for the people that do make it out here. So it's good to see that these are still out here. Got a couple of, looks like wild donkeys out here. They might be mules, but they look like donkeys. A little bit white. Alright guys, we are here at the spot where her vehicle was found almost a year ago. As you can see, no one's been stopping out here. If you remember, this little section here was all padded down from all the emergency vehicles and searches running over the grass here, so all the grass was dead and padded down. You can see nobody's been coming out here because all the grass is growing right back up again. So yeah, absolutely nothing here. But they've put a sign out here, as you can see on this old sign that's been shot to pieces. this is where her car was left. And it wasn't pulled on the side of the road. It was actually right here in the middle of the road with 2 flat tires. Right here, left right here. Obviously it's been towed since then. And I've heard all sorts of stories about it being in the impound and then being sold off because nobody come to get it and all that. I don't know what the reasons are for that, for the family not coming to get it. My assumption is that they've, probably realized that their family member is deceased at this point. There could have been a lien on the car, and what do they want to do with a bunch of debt on a car that they don't want or need? So at the end of the day, it is just a car, so they probably just let it go. But yeah, I don't know. I still want to get some answers for the family. She's got to be out here somewhere. The question is, what was she doing? I've now driven both routes. Both routes are insanely unpleasant to drive. So I'm not... It's like, no wonder she ended up with flat tires, because that's really, really rough, guys. As I said, I think I might have figured out a smoother way to get out here. It just means playing with my maps a little bit. But it could work. Now, it is really hot out here, guys. It's actually 95 degrees right now, and I'm definitely feeling it. Won't be doing the hike today. It's going to be cooler tomorrow, I believe. Maybe in the mid to high 80s. So that could work out in my advantage. We're going to settle down. I got to charge all my batteries and pack and get ready for my search in the morning. So we might run through with you guys, show you exactly what I'm packing for tomorrow. Oh man, it's hot. As you can see with my sweaty hair. Yeah, it's hot. It's 95 degrees outside, which means it's hotter in the van. So I'm sweating pretty badly right now. Cleaned the van up a bit. I got this fan on. Doors open, but it's not really helping. I think I'm gonna have to shut the doors and put the AC on, guys, because it's just too hot in here. Until it cools down later. It's getting in the 60s tonight, so that's good at least. Oh, but right now it's way too hot. Alright, it's currently 7 p.m. I've been hiding in the van most of the day. It's been pretty dang hot. There's no real shade to cover out here. It's actually cooled down a bit now. Still not perfect, but good enough to get out. I gotta organize stuff for the search in the morning. This wind has not, the wind has not chilled down at all. But it's kind of peaceful out here on sunset like this. The wind turbines in the mountains are turning. I just scared a bunch of donkeys that were walking through the area. They went running off. But yeah, let's get together everything. I gotta find my flashlight. I need to charge my flashlight and figure out where that's at. Alrighty, so I got everything sorted out here. I still gotta charge some batteries and stuff like that. But I've laid everything out to show you what I'm going to be carrying tomorrow. And I'm going to talk about a few things that I might carry if I was going on a group hike as well. So here is everything I'll be carrying tomorrow. Let's start off, of course, water. I think I got about 8 bottles of water there. Sometimes I might carry 12, but it's going to be a hot day tomorrow, so I don't plan on being out too long tomorrow because it'll get too hot for me. Typically the way I run is once I get down to half my water, I try to turn back. That is because when you first take off in the morning, you should be freshly hydrated with water, so it'll take longer to build your thirst. By the time you reach halfway point in your water supply, that means you're getting thirstier and thirstier, and you're going to be drinking faster and faster. So at minimum, I try to turn back when I hit the halfway point, because I've definitely done it before. I've got to the halfway point on a hike and ran out of water on the way back. So I try to turn back when I'm halfway through my water supply now, just so I can have enough water to actually make it back and not end up with cramps and dehydration so bad like I normally do. Next thing is Mountain House meal. Of course, you all know that I love Mountain House meals. So I always take one of those prepared. I heat the water up in the morning. I actually prepare it in the morning and put it in my pack and eat it usually around the halfway point when I'm getting ready to turn around. This is something that I've not normally brought with me, but I do bring them with me now. Hydration, electrolyte drink mixes. So what I like to do with my water, I used to just drink water, but when you're sweating as much as you do in Arizona, there's a point where your water's just not taking in like it should be because you're losing all your salts. I've learnt this over time. I actually learnt this in the volunteer firefighters. We tend to drink 2 bottles of water to 1 bottle of electrolytes when we're sweating, exerting a lot of energy. So yeah. And then recently I got some of these at Sprouts, Reduced to Clear. Cliff Bars, a lot of good energy in those, tasty little treat to keep you going. So usually I'll munch on those during the day. I'll just be taking 1 tomorrow. Sunglasses. I like to have sunglasses when I go out. Obvious reasons. Want to protect your eyes. And inside this case is my drone. I have a DJI Mini SE. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to put it up because this valley is very, very windy. It gets crazy windy out here. That's why we have the solar farm out, not the wind farm out on the ridgeline there, because the wind, like even now it's getting evening and the wind's chilled down and still actually blowing pretty hard. Of course, we have 2 batteries, and that is to power my GPS. I have a handheld Garmin GPS. It's a eTrex 35 ET, I don't know, touch model. I would like to upgrade this at this point. This is my first Garmin I've ever had. It's been super handy, but they get even better than this. I'd love to upgrade it at some point. But I've been so amazed by Garmin's GPSs. I've done a lot of searches and a lot of hikes on this thing. Cannot get lost. I can map things that I find. I can pinpoint anything that I send into the sheriff's GPS locator pictures and all that stuff. Great thing. I love it. I'd love to upgrade not just my GPS, but I'd love to get one of those InReach minis so I can actually let my search group know where I'm at and they can track where I'm at all times. That'd be pretty cool. Now, I used to carry a knife on me. Not tomorrow. This has a knife. This is my dad's Leatherman that he gave me not too long before he passed. So yeah, I'm going to carry that with me tomorrow. It's got all sorts of tools with it, but has a knife on there, anything like that. Ooh, there's a stink bug climbing on my gear. Gross. Go away. No, go away. Found my flashlight. Rechargeable flashlight, very bright, 5,000 lumens. Very handy to have if you get stuck out at night or you injure yourself, you're going to be stuck out at night. At least you have a flashlight. You can use it to signal for help or just, be able to see in the dark. Glock 19, 5th edition, 5th generation. That's just personal protection. If there were bears in the area here, which I don't think there are, I don't think they come out this far in the Juniper area. I could be wrong. Maybe I'd carry my 357, but I don't think I'll be needing it. But I'm going to carry my 9mm just in case. And other than my pack itself, which does have a hydration bladder, but I tend to like to carry bottled water more often. I could probably fit more in the hydration pack, but I just like having bottled water better. That's my preference. I don't always do that. Sometimes I'll use the hydration pack if I think I'm going to be out for quite a while, because I know I can carry more. Yeah, so that's it. We just got to charge some batteries, and in the morning prep the mountain house meal, pack it all down, and we should be ready. Now on a group hike search, we would also be carrying handheld walkie-talkies, handheld radios, so we can communicate between the team. Those are pretty good to have, especially when you're in an area where there's no reception, so you can't just call each other. A good pair of hiking boots are a must. A hat, definitely take a hat, even if it's just a baseball cap. That's pretty much what I wear. And I would say light clothing, like I got my North Face. I don't know if I'll wear that tomorrow. I think I will, because A, it's light and it breathes well, and this one's not my favorite, so I don't care if I just sweat all over and get it all dirty and roughed up. It would be hot enough to wear shorts tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to wear shorts because I like to wear pants because your legs can get tore up pretty good if you're going off trail. And snake protection, they might, even if you don't have snake gaiters, sometimes the pants can deflect as well. So jeans are good to have. I still don't know. It could be warm tomorrow. I may just do shorts. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I guess I'll decide in the morning. See what it feels like in the morning. All right, guys, I'm going to pack all this up, and I'm probably going to have a adult beverage as the sun goes down, have a bit of dinner later, play some video games, watch some movies tonight, and then I'll be up early in the morning. Alright, so it's getting dark out here, guys. I actually just went for a walk up over there, probably like a couple of 100 feet from me. There's a dead cow over there. Pretty gross. I thought it had got killed or died over where it was, but I noticed there's a bunch of straps around its head and it was dragged over there, probably by a vehicle. So I don't know what to go with that is. It's kind of gross and it stinks. It's been there a while because it's mummified in this sun, but it definitely still stinks. Yeah. Sun will be down shortly, so I'm just enjoying the last little bit. So I forgot to do an outro for the video. Sorry guys, I got kind of tired, carried away watching movies, and fell asleep without realizing that I didn't do an outro. But hopefully you guys still enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun. That was really cool going to Williams, seeing that car show. I wasn't really expecting that. Yeah, and the off-roading, although I was scared of breaking my van and getting stuck in the mountains, it kind of was fun. I kind of like that stuff, but I really don't want to do it with my van because my van is my home. I don't want to risk breaking anything. So yeah, it was definitely sketchy. So on Sunday on the way out, we're going to see if we can find a better way out of here that's not going to mess my van up. And I think I have. But I hope you enjoyed this video nonetheless. And until next time, you know what to do. This is Aussie Van Man, and we shall see you later. What's going on here?